everyone, and welcome back. We're going to be starting the monk story playthrough today. I have leveled pugilist all the way to 48, which, you know, running around without a jobstone until level 48 is kind of cringe, especially because it's like 18 levels before you're supposed to get your jobstone. So I figure that we'll do all of the people that I MSQ with a favor, and we will go ahead and start. So yeah. Tell me, do you know of Professor Eric? He is a scholar of yours. He is military history, whose genius is second to none, and he is among our most valued clients. Some find him to be verbose, tedious, haunty, but never mind that. The man spends more gil on a moon's research than most people see in their lifetime, hence our amicable relations. His latest work has him visiting the sites of ancient battlefields. He insists on surveying lands plagued by savage beasts. According to him, the beasts keep men away, and less intrusion by man means greater preservation. Whatever his reasons, should the professor meet an untimely fate, we will be unable to collect the gil he has borrowed, much less the interest. Oh, and it would be a terrible loss for the academic community, and so on and so forth. Yes. The point is, the man must needs be guarded. To the end, I sent a monk of Alamigo to see to his safety, but it turns out the bloody oaf has no worth ethic in him. Jesus. Just like an Alamigan. The professor cannot focus on his work if he feels endangered, and so has demanded we assign him a new bodyguard. That's why I'm so glad to see you quietly. The professor is awaiting his new escort as we speak. I'd like for it to be you. You are yet a mere pugilist. Perhaps this task would provide some insight into what it is the monkhood does around here. Make for the Goldsmiths Guild and seek out our good Professor Eric. The professor claims he will pay his debt and fees for his protection once his research is complete. See to it our investment doesn't end up under the maw or in the maw of some nasty beast. Under the paw or in the maw. The maw paw. Right. We need to go to the Goldsmith Guild, so I'm gonna go here. And go here. Professor Eric. Like your glasses, my friend. My punch-prone maidservant, I presume. You may and shall call me Eric. You are to guard my life, even at the cost of your own, and aid in my revolutionary research whenever and however asked. Know that my primary endeavor is to reconstruct the military histories of old through the etherical analysis of ancient battlegrounds. I assume the word conjure in your simple mind romantic images of vast plains and open valleys with armies charging blindly at one another. False. I seek to know where the armies of old were deployed, where they made camp and marched. No doubt you think such lands to be those sung of in the songs of bards. False. They are here, beneath our very feet, and to find them and determine precisely how events unfolded upon them is my purpose. No doubt you jumped at the chance to aid in my work. Tell me, which of my trestiaries have you read? All of them? All of the... None. Gods, I knew you adventurers had a reputation for being unlettered. I didn't know you actually made efforts to remain so... It matters not. I require only that you work with diligence. Unlike the Wardigelt buffoon, the man proved to be sloth himself. Alas, he is a monk of Alamigo. I suppose the fool was too busy opening his chakra, or whatever it is, to those whatever it is those barbarians do all day. I admit, he seemed keenly interested in my research, but now he's gone off to 12 knows where and has yet to return. Do you understand the sheer magnitude of this inconvenience? Good. Good. You show that much promise, at least. But let us speak more of my work. Our last destination is the Silde excavation site in central Thanalan. I believe events of great import to the history of Sidil transpired there. Surely if you have ears, you have heard of Sidil. Silde. Anyway. Or are you deaf as well as dull? This guy's mean. Very well. I see you require some instruction. It would be remiss of me as an academic to allow you to wallow in such ignorance. Silde was plunged into chaos in the wake of King Lala Wifu's demise, or the King of Springs, as he was known. Despite the success of economic reforms, Babel fomented unrest amongst the people, Babel, resulting in violent outbreaks through the kingdom. Silde was Babel's sultan at the time, Babel distant descendant, Babel attack was ordered Babel. And so Babel, irony of ironies, Babel hadn't been for that horse Babel. Fascinating, is it not? It is enough to convince one things would not have happened in any other way, no? False. One among my colleagues disagreed with this interpretation of events. He claimed to have evidence suggesting otherwise, but all trace of it disappeared before it was published. Mine own research shall unearth any such evidence, should it truly exist. I shall know the truth. Granted, you are not the brightest coal in the brazier, but surely such a prospect entices even you. And so we make our way to Silda excavation site in central Thanalan, travel the way before me to see that it is safe, and once they're set up this ethiometer. And should you ever care to know more about the Eorzean military history, do come and see me. It is a personal crusade of mine to guide the dullards of this realm towards some mediocrum of enlightenment. I don't like this guy. He's kind of rude. Ooh. An instance. I should probably have eaten some food first. Well done. Now we need only wait for the ethiometer to gauge the... There are fiends about quietly. They are often drawn to the lingering sense of blood and death. Well, this is what you're here for. Have at it. Yes, sir. Yes, the data is flowing now. Pog. You weren't very tough to take care of. Ooh, this one's a little bit rougher. Okay. Oh. I like his feather. Ooh. What's that? Wit or guilt? So good of you to drag yourself all this way, you purblind sluggard. Ah, and quietly, you have far exceeded what admittedly low expectations I had of you. Damn. Jesus. I suppose introductions are in order. Far be it from me to deny the realm's unread and comfort of the comfort of one another's company. Whittlegurt, guilt, quietly, Wittergelt, the monk I spoke of, sent to me from Gagaruna. I tried to make a pupil of Whittlegelt as well, but he has little mind for history. His primitive beliefs in the witchcraft of chakra and spiritual energies have a tenuous hold on him. Oh, truly, this is the area where there have been sightings of walking dead. I have heard the tale. Some claim they've seen an apparition wearing the garb of an ancient commander. He doesn't seem convinced. Careful, there is still danger about. His work is dear to him. That is good. He thirsts for knowledge, for truth. Discovery awakens him. You too have awoken, friend. Can you not feel it? Do not be frightened. There was a battle long ago. Much energy remains. It has found you. It flows through you. Your chakra has been opened. That was the light that shone from you. It is as Eric said. Wittergelt is my name. I am a brother of the monkhood. My order is the Fist of Relgar? Our way is to train the body and mind. The fist is our weapon. With it, we must put down our enemies. The energy within us moves the fist. The chakra is the seat of that energy. It is a sacred place. It can be opened and the life force within controlled. Chakra exists in all that lives, in all beings, yet not all beings can open them. Much training is needed and great discipline. With these, the life force be commanded. There are those who require no training. Their inner strength is such that it forces the chakra open. I have heard of this happening, but never have I seen it until now. I see in you great conviction. You mean to walk the monk's path, and so I will give you this, a soul crystal, the mark of my order. None but a monk may hold it, and only then will the orders leave. But your chakra is awakened, that is clear. And so you are worthy. Many bore that crystal before you. It remembers them. Their breath, their movement, they will one day be yours, but your chakra must open further. Only then can the crystal's memories enter you. This is no more than the beginning. Now, you must train. Learn to control the life force within you. With time, you will master it. We stand on an ancient battleground. A great war has waged here. The spirit of the fight lingers. The ether reaches for the chakra. It aids in their opening. That is why we monks seek such lands. Eric seeks these lands for reasons of his own. The fate favors you in this. Follow him. Your chakra will grow ever more. Professor Eric is leaving. Fear not. I will go see to his safety. Please, sister, the ethometer. Gather it and bring it to the Goldsmiths Guild. Well, look who has decided to grace us with her presence. Did you enjoy this saunter back? I was just about to begin my analysis, so if you've matters you wish to speak on, I'd ask you to save it for... You've brought the ethiometer. Excellent. I had a feeling you might be entirely useless. I had a feeling you might not be entirely useless. Now, let us see what discoveries await. Willigrid passed along a soul crystal to you. Moved to join monkhood by the bone-headed Claude, were you? Well, I suppose it is for the best that my pupils get along. But I do believe I will see to it you are sent to separate locations for the next round of measurements, and I dare say the land to which I intend to send you is fraught with dangers. You had best tread the monk's path carefully if you mean to defend yourself, and me, besides. Ooh. Monk unlocked. Enron was level 49. You're like so close. Okay. Alright. We back. Thunderclap. For the people I was hoping to see, just the people I was hoping to see, I was a hair's breadth from setting out on my own. To look at you. Yes, I dare say you appear to have been growing in brawn at the expanse of brain. Right, well, expensive brain, there we go. Well, let us measure some ether, shall we? And by we, I mean you. Oh, and the monk simpleton, of course. Though, contrary to his nature, he has already set out to the destination I assigned him, thinking perhaps that you are far too stupid to take, much less understand, etheric readings. It is true you are stupid. Jesus Christ, man. But the ethiometer shall do all the work for you, and transmit the data back to me, as souls more suited to action. The monk simpleton and yourself need only carry the device on your person and set about beating up things as you always do. It shall capture data as you trudge about hither and yon. Ether is not only the source of all magics, but also the fount of all life. Yet, despite its ubiquity, it remains impersonable. When a living thing dies, the ether comprising its life is released. When this discharge takes place, a portion of that ether remains lingering in the physical world. And no doubt you have Babel etherical crystallizations, Babel physical manifestation, apparitions of the deceased, Babel luminescent glow, Babel known as the ethereal threshold. In short, the most violent and dramatic of dramatic the loss of life, the greater the amount of ether left behind, either in its imperceivable form or its crystallization. And where are the most lives lost in this manner? Cemeteries. No, false, you idiot. Battlefields. I said that wrong. Cemeteries. No, false, you idiot. Battlefields. Do you not see, with etheric readings of those locations, we can discern the scale and more of the battles that took place there. As for those fool beliefs of the monkhood keeps chakra and spiritual energies and whatnot, if I were to allow that they truly exist, I would be inclined to say they are one and the same as ether itself. The ether churning around these ancient battle sites comes to nature, settles in the surrounding life, and both plant and animal, though more so in the latter, is accumulated within them. Felling these beasts has released that ether, using a surge that resonates with the ether within you, causing it to expand, and so-called opening of the chakras. By this, the very power of life within the life itself grows within you. A watered-down explanation, but adequate for one of your mental prowess, I believe. My own wife never had the patience for such things either, nor my passion. She cursed me and my work, took our children, and returned to Alamigo. Oh, that's why he's so grumpy. But now is not the time for that tale. The area I am placing in your charge is Bloodshorn in eastern Lanoska. Place this ethiometer in the appropriate location, and after a spell, retrieve it and bring it to me. I obtain the data required, and you and the monk, Simpleton, are afforded the chance to indulge your, shall I put it, charming little backward fantasy. All are happy. Ideally, I would prefer you have a knowledgeable understanding of Bloodshire lore, Bloodshire's history, but I fear we lack the time for me to educate you. I need hardly tell you that my research takes precedence over your schooling. Have you brought the ethiometer? And its box. It seems the device has suffered some damage. I suppose such things are unavoidable in this line of work. I must see to its repairs at once. That is, after all, why I put up here at the Goldsmiths Guild. My ethiometer is no ordinary device. I came up from the elaborate design myself. Had the finest engineers in Garland Ironworks draft the schematics, and then commissioned the most talented goldsmith to fabricate it. Whittlegrit, there's no L there. Gargilt, I'm delivered the results of his outing not long ago. I must insist that you take your leave from me now. There is a wealth of data for me to analyze, and I fear that simply having you nearby will somehow affect the processing power of my brain. Repair the ethiometer, and determining which location is next to investigate will require some time. Why don't you go and train those muscles of yours, or whatever it is you do in my absence? Wittergilt. I don't know why these names are just so hard for me to say. Ah, dear Quietly, so good of you to trouble yourself to come. Normally I might be cross, but my spirits are far too high just now, and it is you I have to thank. I speak of the data you procured. It is simply marvelous. You have a true gift for grunt work, my friend. I wish I had 100 more assistants just like you. I have been in this field for a very long time, and I have been alone ever since that unfortunate mold tea fungus culture incident sparked my passion for research. I regret nothing quietly, save perhaps having to share those so wondrous a world with souls as unlearned as yourself. Seriously? Still, your performance has not left me completely bereft of joy. It is rewarding to think that my instruction has guided you to such success. There, how was it? Shall we dispense with any further pleasantries? Very good then. I made yet another career-defining discovery while pondering which battlefields to measure next. Eorzea is home to numerous locations where the ether is in an intensely chaotic state, yet which never played host to any war. My hypothesis was that such flux in the ether was indicative of the past battle, and all my research was predicted upon this. But turn the theory on its head quietly. If your mind is able, what if the people of that past chose areas of roiling ether to hold their battles? I have already sent the simpleton monk to take measures of the fine sand banks. As you are doubtless unaware, this lies on the border between Alamigo and Gridania, and was the stage of the Autumn War. I ask that you find our monk friend and collect his ethometer. Manual and tedious, I know, yes, but he has an early make of the device that is unable to transmit data. I gather the numbskull is in Little Alamiga in southern Thanalan by this time. You think I ask much of you? False. I ask more. Your other task is to travel to Snake Molt in the Southern Shroud, and there take measurements with your own ethiometer. I will continue with my research here in your absence. Mind, if you care to know aught at all of the Autumn War and the fine sand banks upon which it was fought, I will gladly enlighten you. You need only ask. Oh, this is cool. Okay, I might have to come back at a later time and discuss that stuff with him because, I'm kind of a nerd for that stuff. I enjoy it. Like, I have volume 1 and 2 of the, Eorzea Encyclopedia. I want to get the third one, too. And then I want to do a bunch of lore videos. Wittergelt. You have come far. It is good to see you, sister. You come for my ethiometer. It is not ready to give. My work is not finished. I come as soon as I was told, but the readings require more time. Do not worry. They will be ready soon. You make for Snake Molt in the South Shroud. Eric believes the ether strong there, yet that land hosted no great battle. He told me as much this morn. Leave me to my task here. Make for Snake Molt. Take your readings. My work will soon be done. I will bring the device to you. I have troubled you to come here. I will not trouble you to wait. Go. We will meet again at Snake Molt, sister. He's just lounging there. Well done, sister. I feel your chakra. It has grown. I hoped to arrive before you, but I see I am late. This land's power has gone to you. There's nothing left for me here. It is as I told you, we monks travel where ether flows strong. Then we train. The power of the land enters us. Thus our chakra expands. This bonding causes great unrest. The land's energy becomes unstable. It will enter no other until it calms. I feel nothing here, as you would feel nothing in the fine sands banks. That land bonded to my chakra, and its ether is now at unrest. The teacher's work means nothing. I took no readings. I meant to hasten here, but I was delayed. There was a gathering of the monkhood. I was summoned to Little Alamigo. The teacher's chidings? Worry not. I will use my device here. Any results will suffice. The man has already reached his conclusions. He will twist the data to fit. It is a sad experience to sacrifice all for truth, yet to be unable to truly know when one sees it. Speak not of this to him, sister. You see both our aims. You know mine to be more worthy. I tell this to you and you alone. I am of the Little Alamigan resistance. I fight for freedom from Garlemald. I escaped the occupation. I have come here to fight, to gather allies and weapons. But these lands sadden me. The people have forgotten. All Amigo is a distant memory. The resistance here is small. They aid where they can, but it is not enough. This war demands great power. That power lies in the chakra. The teacher is not an evil man, but he thinks only for his work, not the suffering of innocence. His knowledge can be used for good. The battlefield. They can turn the tide. The chakra of many must be opened. If this way is lost to me, no, I will have this power. I must. An end to oppression, an end to starvation. Alamigo will be made free. I will see it done. Forget my speech. It is a matter close to my heart. I will give you my device, but I ask you say nothing of this to Eric. I beg you, sister. Interesting. I don't know how I feel of him now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I feel of him now. The creepy music kind of like, it gives it a more serious tone. But generally I feel like they play that when like the bad guys appear, right? So does that mean that he's a bad guy? I don't know. I mean, like, I can't say that he's a bad guy because, to be honest, like, it makes sense. It makes sense wanting to free your country from its captors, right? So, I trust you have returned with both of my ethiometers. Please tell me you fumbling dots haven't managed to damage either of them this time. All looks to be in order here. These readings from your device, they look promising. Very promising indeed. I dare say this data may yield revolutionary results. Your chakra opened a bit more, did it? Yes, well, ether is most mysterious and wonderful thing. I am glad this meaningful research could serve your nonsensical ends as well. Now, leave me to my work. Surely you can find some simple way to pass the time. Fighting, say, or, I don't know, scratching? You two played me for a fool. The data the simpleton monk brought me was absolutely astounding, groundbreaking, revolutionary, yet I remained objective in my analysis as a scholar must. Pouring of the data, I finally arrived at the disheartening conclusion. The two of you took measurements of the same area. The values were near identical. Equivalence mocking me as I struggled to reconcile them. I could neither sleep nor eat lest I waste time now drawing near the truth. And for what? Tell me, what is it you two were doing in the field? Do I tell him? Nah. Not this bloody chakra nonsense again. How many times must I tell you? It is not but imperceivable perceivable ether. Call it what it is. And to think I had a mind to put your names under mine when my hypothesis was published. This life force, this spiritual energy, for God's sake an eternal soul essence, I care not what primitive nomenclature I don't know what that is. Those backward monks wish to assign it is ether, plain and simple. They claim they are able to manipulate and amplify it through discipline and opening of the so-called chakras. False! This is nothing more than the etheric regulation of organisms, a basic and natural concept. In an attempt to explain that which science does not yet fully understand, the monks have erected an institution of control. Their preachings are unaccessible by design, for none can disprove the essence of the unknown. They promise power in return for objection and servitude. Control and power indeed, only that of man. It is the very essence of a religion, and should be treated with contempt, as all religion should. Jesus. Talk about an atheist. Ether resides in all living things. So do natural mechanisms with the capacity to regulate it. This is simple life, not some mystical, supernatural endowment. I concede. Of course, that's the heightened mental faculties of man allow for the potential to gain conscious control over these mechanisms. Indeed, it would appear that you and that simpleton monk have already achieved that end. The indiscretion and impertinence of youth. I suppose it can be forgiven once. In my own youth, I was not the model of perfection you see before you. I, too, had made what most might call mistakes. Not myself, but some. In our talks together, the simpleton monk often spoke of the seventh chakra. Its awakening is thought to be the highest achievement among the monkhood. I make it a habit to know the tenets of my intellectual enemies. It was the flow of the ether within the two of you which betray your falsehood, the whispering of your chakra, as I'm sure the monk would rush to call it. This serendipity must often visit the industrious. Yet, just so, it is precisely these ethereal whispers that prove of to be most intriguing. The waves of these sounds resonate perfectly with the ether of the battleground. I can see yet your vapid expression that you are missing my point. Allow me to spell it out. It follows that if one were to visit a battlefield with a certain ethereal wave amplitude and frequency, it must resonate with one's own ether. This is the phenomenon responsible for the initial opening of your chakra. I cannot believe I am being reduced to speaking in these terms. It stands to reason that if any ethereal wave, there may be a location that will resonate with it. Think of the implications quietly. If the seventh chakra and monks speak of truly exists, then so too must an ultimate battleground to bond with. The concentration of ether is such a place would be unlike anything ever recorded. I forgive your past treachery. Guide me as it did to this great discovery. That, and I need you to do more work for me. Here, take this new ethiometer. Make for Lark's Call in the East Shroud. My research indicates that it is very promising tact indeed. Set up the ethiometer as you have others in the past, and then kill whatever you must obtain to obtain a strong reading. Slaying beasts, there will be release of ether of the land they are steeped in, and it may then resonate with your own. I suppose it is the primitive terms of the monkhood that might translate to the expanse of your chakra. Oh, and you're not to cross paths with the simpleton monk this time. I will be sending him to take readings in East End. I've no intention of allowing you two to conspire to impede my research again. If you care to know more about the events that have transpired at Lark's Call, I suggest you pay a visit to your local library. East End, on the other hand, is a fascinating subject of which I never tire speaking. Ask me about it anytime if you're curious, even after curiosity ever gets the better of you. I feel my chakra opening. Yeah. Oh, we're already at 45. I very much look forward to the readings of both your and Willigelt's ethiometers. What's this? You already finished? Then what are you standing there talking for? Come, give me your ethiometer. Amazing. Simply amazing. And your soul crystal, it's glowing more vibrantly than ever before, is it not? I will begin my analysis of the data with all haste. You've come to be quite the model pupil quietly. Would that I could say the same for the monk, simpleton. I can hear the feeble gears turning in your mind. Come, there is no need to feel shame at your ignorance. If you wish to know what has transpired, you need only ask. I wish to use small words. I promise, not wish. I promise to use small words. The simpleton monk asks that I send you his way should I see you. He waits for you in Little Amigo in southern Thanolin. Surely we see Willigrelt for the danger he is. He is the most dangerous type of mind, one blinded by revolution and revenge. I do wish you'd tell him yourself that people should live for the future rather than the past. You thought I did not know he was of the Alamigan resistance? How saddening it is that on the rare occasion you do trouble yourself to think you are wrong. Of course, I know what matter of imbecile do you take me for? No doubt Willigrelt thinks me the idiot. False. These two eyes see far more than you know. I, too, am an little Alamegan and love my homeland every bit as much as he. Now, go. Hurry to little Alamigo. I will keep you no longer. No doubt Willigrelt is already awaiting your arrival. I'm surprised we're at level 45 already. This feels like it's been blowing by. But I guess, I mean, we're an hour into the recording. Although this will be trimmed down significantly. Wid or guilt? You spoke to Eric. Do not lie to me, sister. You told him who I am, what I seek to do. I am not angered. He tried to sway me from my path. He believes resistance will only leave more dead. I expected as much from him. I feigned understanding. He asked much of me. Of the monkhood and the fist. He asked for the 7th chakra. My answers excited him. He said they would advance his studies. I too learned from him. I am nearer the 7th chakra now. Soon the resistance will rise. You too will see very soon. Others do not understand. Alamigo tried to protect them. We were the shield of the realm. We bled to fend off Garlemald. Now, none here know our suffering. None here can imagine it. The lives we led after the fall, after the shield was sundered. I must travel to the far and wide. I have traveled far and wide. I have met many souls, but none are as you. You have a gift. Yours is a great strength. Unite it to ours, sister. Help us reclaim our home. Your efforts will be rewarded. Look upon my garments. This is the war garb of the monkhood. It attunes to the wearer's chakra, enables it to realize its fullest expression. The cloth is imbued with the power of Ralgar. Only monks of his holy fist may don it. Only those who overcome many trials. I will tell you how it can be yours. Fear not. I require you to speak no vows. I only ask that you fight with us. Give yourself to our cause. You long for adventure, I understand, but such longing can wait. This cannot. See Alamigo freed. Then enjoy your own freedoms. What say you, sister? Give Willigrelt's cause. You have the heart of a true monk. You are different than the others in this realm. Hear this. A set of our war garbs was stolen. The Fist has tracked the bandits. They know now where 3 of the relics are. Here in the southern Thanalan, the Sepulchre and the Circle of the Tempered, and in northern Thanalan, the abandoned Amalja Mithril Mine. Your soul crystal will react to the relics. Draw near them, and they will glow. By this power, you can find them. The Fist's honor has been trampled upon. Make the heretics you find pay for their sins. Eric has sold his soul to this land, but he is a knowledgeable man. He knows more than I of the monkhood and of the Fists. Speak with him if you would know more of our way. The man revels in hearing himself speak. I wait the day we fight side by side, sister. Now go. And go well. Okay, so the first one is just over here. It's super close. No, I missed it. You have returned. The first 3 relics are yours, and now the Fist has located the 4th. Here, there is a Quickerin merchant who deals in contraband. The 4th relic is among his wares. Hurry to Lower Lenoska, find this Quickerin, take back that which is now yours by right. Nice. Yellow pants, glowy shirt. Oh, they're like little shorts. Nice. Okay. I got distracted by the thingy. Hi. Stinky Makote. Come to stop Kikirune's business. Come to take shinies. Kill her. Kill the Stinky. Oh. And... probably should have thought this through before I... Yeah, that's not good. I think he can just hit me through this, right? Yeah. Nice. Don't kill Kikaroon. Please, don't kill. Take back Monk Circle. Take in Spare. Nice, I got a big feather. The fourth relic is now yours. You have done well, sister. But know this, there is another relic, a fifth and final piece. It will be yours, a gift from brother to sister, given on the day Alamigos stands free once more. That day is near. Eric sent word not long ago. He claims his revolution has begun as well. He has made a grand discovery and is now setting it to paper. I look forward to his work. With it, we will know all we must. The day he finishes will be the day Alamigo is reborn. Return to him now, sister. Ask for yourself when the day will be. May Relgar, Jesus Christ, watch over you. I don't think I'm gonna be able to... I should have been eating boiled eggs this whole time, but I didn't. I'm afraid I haven't time for you quietly. I am penning my thesis based on the ethereal data you and the simpleton collected. There have been significant developments since last we spoke. Or rather, since last I spoke and you stood before me with that ever-vapid expression. Soon I will complete my work and present it at a conference of my peers. Surely you can pass the time until then, punching and kicking and pursuing other monkly interests, yes? Go now. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna take a brief break to try and get this leveled up. Shoot, if I had eaten food, I probably would have been able to do it. And then the full attire. Perfect balance. My theory was correct. Correct, I tell you. This will be the greatest academic breakthrough of my lifetime, perhaps all lifetimes. I shall spare you the details of my experiment, as you are not like to comprehend their significance anyway, and proceed directly to the all-important conclusion. The announcement of my theory before a council of peers was met with thunderous applause, and to think I owe it all to a vacant-eyed adventurer and a simpleton monk. You and the Pugilist Guild that sent you are due a debt of gratitude. Speaking of the monk, where in Eorzea has that semi-literate oaf wandered off to? I took note of his attendance among the spectators at the conference, but he has yet to present himself and offer his congratulations. Nah. What have I done? Quietly, I fear the words I offered may have driven Wittagelt to attempt the insane. I analyzed the ethereal waves of your bodies second by second. I was able to isolate and identify those of the final ethereal regulation mechanisms and the so-called seventh chakra. From that, I was able to find the land which was most likely to resonate with those waves. Silver Tear Falls. I went to the site myself to investigate, and it was there that I made my great discovery, the discovery of the century. It occurs to me that you shall never accomplish such a feat of the mind quietly, and I find myself pitying you, but I digress. Do you not see what I have done quietly? I told him precisely where he must go to unlock the seventh chakra. He has given his life to the fight to reclaim Alamigo from the Empire. More than anything, he desires the power needed to achieve that end, the power to combat the might of all Garlemald. Any fool can see that... Almost any fool can see that he imagines the seventh chakra to be that power. Yet battling the Empire on such terms will only result in another tragedy like that which befell Alamigo. I pray you do not mean to follow him in this fool's crusade. He has gone to Silvertree Falls in Mordana. I am certain of it. You must go quietly. You must stop him. My words will not sway him, just as they could not sway my son. Perhaps yours will. Oh, his son, huh? Wonder what this has to do with his son. Alright. Let's go. You claim the power of Garlemald? Fools. Power outside your own cannot be trusted. You had no hope of defeating me. Spoopy. The seventh chakra swells within me. Soon it will be open. When it does, this empire will burn. Power of Magitech, the power of Garlemald. They are nothing. Alamigo fell to these. Ah, sister, you are late. But perhaps that is best. I have just attended our Garlean guests. I wanted us to be alone. Eric was right. This is the place. You have come. Our chakra beats as drums. Do you not feel it, sister? Living in constant fear of death, struggling to stay warm enough to sleep, eating crumbs to fight hunger. Garlemald took everything from Alamigo. They left us nothing, not even our pride. Look at the craven teacher. Look to the craven teacher. He is proof of the truth I speak. I will reclaim it, all of it. And I need great power to do so. That power rests in the 7th chakra. I made you promise. I have not forgotten. The 5th and final piece, it is yours to claim, but only if you defeat me. I told you when when we first met, we monks seek sacred grounds where we will train. That is how the chakras are open. The teacher told me himself, this is where the 7th chakra opens. This is my sacred battleground, the ground of battle between you and me. Your strength has peaked, through it mine will grow. Do not despair, your death will have a purpose. It will be for Alamigo. Rejoice, sister. You shall die a martyr. Gross. I didn't sign up for this. Actually, I did kind of sign up for this, didn't I? Yeah. I kind of did sign up for this. Nice. I was literally smacking him for so long. Because I didn't kill the shaman. So close. Why? Why will you not yield your power for the greater good? I don't want to die. Stay back. This power is mine. The others of Eorzea ignore our suffering. Why should I care if their for their lives? Why should I care for yours? I must have that power. I must protect my people. Quietly, that power. That light. Never have I seen any like it. Is this the opening of the 7th chakra? Fascinating. Simply fascinating. You have no mind for study, but your gift for field work is extraordinary. Oh, he punched him. Why? Why did you strike me? Jesus, what a big baby. Silence, you bloody fool. You oaf. You idiot. I would strike you 1,000 times more if it did not pain my hand so. Next time I shall bring a stick. Bugger, opening your inferior chakra and open your bloody ears for once. Sid Garland of the Ironworks that bear his name once wrote that these Silvertear Falls lie at the center of our world. Our world is round, and we live on its surface. Even you should see then that he did not speak of the center in the physical sense. I am no astrologian nor a biologist, but I have studied enough of the various sciences to say this. The vital energy of Hydaelyn, that which is called ether, is one and the same as the life force in which you monks believe. As the center of our world, these Silvertear Falls are connected to what you call chakra in an inexplicably profound way. We all share in the same existence. We are neither separate nor distinct from the world. Our energy and its energy are one. At times, the energy may wreak havoc and destruction, but it plays a far grander and more significant role. To bring forth life as part of this world, you must endeavor to do the same. You sought only to gain power by force. In that, you are no different than the very Garleans you seek to destroy. Is this what you truly wish to be? You speak pretty words, but would you speak them to our people, to every soul who has suffered? To children with empty bellies, to wives made widow? I would. To every last soul among them. Even if they failed to grasp their meaning, as you do now, I would and will speak these words until they are understood. Long have I studied the history of this realm's wars. If there is aught I have learned, it is that there is no future for Eorzea should her people struggle and vie for power without considering the consequences of their doing so. With great power comes great responsibility. To seize the former and deny the latter is to beget despair. The duty we owe to one another and to this world as part of it is to use what power we possess to deliver a future full of life, not death. Can you truly not see the right in this? You have done the realm, indeed the world, a great service quietly. As a scholar, as a teacher, as an Alamegan, as a man, I offer you my deepest thanks. Ooh. Not long ago I spoke with a man, an Alamegan. He too was of the resistance. He asked me a simple question. Why do I fight? I did not hesitate. I did not think. The word came of its own will. Revenge. He said revenge is in all our hearts, that it is the most common of reasons, the easiest and the most dangerous. I did not think of it. I did not think on it then. Perhaps now I should. I thought of nothing else, but you taught me, sister. You and the teacher. For that I thank you. Oh, he gave me... he just took it off. And he gave me a shirt. I made a promise. I will keep it. The 5th piece is yours. It is meant for you. For one whose 7th chakra is open. I think it might be a little bit too big on me. Alamigo fought to protect itself, to protect all Eorzea from the Empire, and yet we are despised, ignored. Worse, we are forgotten. Even so, the teacher preached peace. For a long time, I did not understand. I hated him for it. Alamegans are a proud people. This pride is strong in me, and in the teacher, as it is in his son. He fought in the resistance, yet it cost him his life. He, too, cursed his father for being a coward. I wish I could speak to him. I wish I could tell him this is not so. Farewell, sister. May Ralgar watch over you. Bye-bye. This concludes the monk quest for Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next monk quest will be available from Eric. So that's it. That's all she wrote, folks. While we equip this really quick, I'm gonna do a super quick outro because I don't want to keep everyone waiting. Thank you for hanging out. Really appreciate it. If you like, I'm playing through all of the playthroughs, all the class playthroughs and job playthroughs on my YouTube here, and then I'm going to be doing summaries and such on my other YouTube, so check that out. And yeah, like, subscribe. I do have a Discord, but it's going through renovations, so not really much to see there. If you want to join, you can. But anyway, that's it. We'll see you next time, folks. Goodbye.